Actress and author Carrie Fisher likes to say that talking is an area of certainty for me. She also can write. Delusions of Grandma is her third novel about the Hollywood set, and the Los Angeles Times calls it wildly funny as well as heartbreaking. The daughter of Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher, she was 20 when Star Wars made her an international celebrity. Her first novel, Postcards from the Edge, was made into a movie starring Meryl Streep and Shirley MacLaine, and I'm pleased to have her here. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, let me just check on what's the thing about Pink? What's the title of it?
Surrender the Pink.
Surrender the Pink.
That's the thing about Pink.
Yeah, that's
the crazy thing about
the
Pink.
title I got. Now, you were writing a screenplay for that or not?
I am. I did. I have to go back to it now. I wrote a screenplay that I was mostly satisfied with, and then I had to stop and have a baby and write a book. And so I did those things.
Now, why did you have to stop?
It was the law. It's in writing. It's a California law.
It's a California law.
California
That's
law.
right. Saying that if you're in the midst of a screenplay,
well, no.
and you need to have a baby.
If you are 35,
yeah.
you have to write a book and have a baby, do the B things.
Yes.
And then you
book and baby,
yeah. And then you go back to the screenplay.
Okay, so you're now prepared to go back to the screenplay now
yes,
that you
am.
Book and baby. You
but I need to have another baby, so there's somebody watching.
You need two babies in one book
37,
before you go back.
That's another law. These are silly California laws. I know that this is why New Yorkers are contemptuous of Los Angeles.
And this is why you write about California and Hollywood,
because
it's silly people.
Of course,
because you're contemptuous of people.
Absolutely.
Now, why don't you write nonfiction? Because this is all autobiographical, I know.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, we know
Charlie,
it is. Yes, it is. We know.
Because then I would have to say more real things, and I have more.
I mean, is that it? I mean, that's the standard answer.
It
gives you more creativity, more freedom, and more license to do it.
Yeah, I can make it up. It's boring. Life does not fall out like a piece of entertainment, or does it for you? It certainly doesn't for me. So I like to organize it.
It doesn't fall out because you mean you got to pull it out and.
Yes, I have to organize it a bit better, although some would argue with my organizational abilities. And you make up stuff. And I'm nicer about people in fiction than I would be in fact.
But, I mean, are you ever tempted to just try it?
No, I don't have a good memory either. I have a lousy memory.
Yeah, but you must I mean, people that I know...
I would write a great and...
yes.
Rollicking...
Yes.
Yes. But seriously...
A rocketing #1 bestseller.
I don't know about that. Well, yes, it would.
Yes, it would be.
Yes, there are a couple of episodes. Oh, God. I don't have a good memory.
Just your own life would be enough. Forget anything else. Just your life.
My recent birthday party
Just the breakup of your marriage.
That wasn't that fascinating. Was it?
That's not what I hear.
Why, was he on the show?
No.
Then he should write it.
Let me talk about this. Corey Sharp, describe her. Who is she? Why should we be interested in her?
You shouldn't be interested in her.
Yes, we should.
Contemptuous of her. She's from Los Angeles.
No. You know why we should be interested in her? Because she is a woman who is after love. You know, she's a person who's after love and has some sense of what love is all about and looks at it with a certain...
of certainty as I do.
Which are?
Conversation.
Yes.
That form of connection. I find it sensual. Do you?
Yes.
Okay,
that's why
then.
I do this.
Me too.
Otherwise, I'd go out and be an airline pilot.
Mother Talk Show. That's my name today.
Well, listen, I know. I saw you this morning on the Today Show.
You did?
At early.
And
you hadn't slept at all because your little baby kept you up.
I still haven't slept at all, though I've lain down on some of the floors you have here. They're very
on the floor?
Beautiful. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
do you normally sleep on the floor, or is it just...
No, I'm just doing it for effect. I'm trying to get attention. It's an attention-getting device on this channel.
In a kind of fetal position, or?
Yes, I tried that. Then I went for a flat-out look. I wanted to see what worked. I didn't know.
I thought maybe it was all the talk about taxation that might have done it to you.
It bored the hell out of me.
Well, thank you very much.
No, I didn't watch. I had to go into the fetal position and not watch in order to prepare, in the sort of marionette thing. The strings had to tighten. Today I had to, because to be on television at 7 o'clock, and I'm still sort of in LA time, plus we had that hour change, so I was on TV at 2 in the morning.
Don't point your finger at me, it makes me feel...
What? Tell me, how do you feel, Charlie? How do you feel? This is a show about feeling.
It is, no, it's not, it really isn't.
All right, good.
I tell you what it is, where does this, Corey Sharp, I mean, here is a woman who feels like she falls in love with a lawyer, Richard.
Ray.
Ray, Richard later.
She's ambivalent about her abilities at doing the things that human beings would do, which would be to procreate, A, B, marriage, any of those things. I think her areas of certainty would be akin to mine, which would be work areas.
Yeah.
And
conversation and writing. Conversation and writing.
And talk show.
She'd be certain about that?
Talk show also, by the way, is aerobic. So we'll be slimming right now. These are the areas of certainty that have nothing to do with real life, but on Venus are terrific for your heart.
I think you're absolutely right, though. One of the things that you say is that one of the 12 signs that the world is coming apart
is talk show
hosts interviewing other talk show hosts. It's
it happened. I saw Arsenio interviewing Sally Jesse Raphael. I think about. I mean, it was, I guess, moving or something. Her daughter had died, but it was frightening. And then I saw it repeatedly, and then I was certain, and then the earthquake happened, and I knew.
I just got a request to be interviewed by another talk show host.
Please don't do it.
I decided, based on what you said, not to do it.
Don't do it.
Because it's a sure sign of...
It is a sign, though. I guess there's some... We can all interview each other or have conversations with each other, but it does render the audience obsolete then.
Yeah. Now, tell me how much of what you say about Cora Sharp, I mean, because there's parallels to your life.
Absolutely.
She, for example,
takes care. Doctor.
Yeah, she's a script doctor. That's number one. I mean, two. Why do you say script doctor rather than a writer? I mean, is your bread and butter being a script doctor, or is your bread and butter being writing these kinds of things?
Well, that's a lighter butter. That's a sort of a more margarine. And the better butter is the bigger, better butter.
The best work is the screenplay?
Butter.
I mean, the best work is you going in and fix somebody else's script rather than this, which is your life and your views and your wit and your charm?
Yes! Isn't it astonishing?
It is. Yes. I don't believe it for a minute.
I get paid an enormous amount of money per week to punch up
because you can save those big budget films.
Because I can make them talk like this. And who cares? Because they're driving rented cars really fast and shooting each other. But sometimes even then, I make them say one thing. Yeah. It's like a bumper sticker. You go in and you give them a couple of lines of dialogue.
And that's it? They pay you the big bucks just to go in and give them one line that saves their film.
So deep, he's nearly unfathomable, and so quick, he's even fast asleep. I give you J.S. Hook. I just go in and write one line per, not just one, but several.
And what do you get paid for writing several lines?
Where?
No.
How
much?
City Square.
No, how much? No, I didn't say where.
How much? I'm not going to do how much with you. I should have watched the tag segment, and I would have. But I can't because of the contemptuous factor.
The contemptuous factor we have for people who make too much money in Los Angeles. Is that the contemptuous factor?
But I need it
because you earn it because you're creative and you're doing things and you have your sense about what America ought to be as a society.
No, they throw money around a lot in movies, and there are people dying in places that could use this money for better things. So I think to talk about it is disrespectful.
Serious question. Do you think marriage ruins good relationships?
I think all of it is individual. I think probably for me, because it's a high concept marriage, if you are looking at a person that you consider your girlfriend, you're looking at your girlfriend, how you expect your girlfriend to behave is perhaps far different than how you expect your wife to behave.
Why do you think that is?
You ask your mother.
Why should I ask my mother? I'm asking you.
Well, don't ask mine. She's from outer space.
Yes, I know. I know. Well, she's in here too. I mean, Viv is Debbie.
But she's from the good part
Debbie
of outer
is Viv, right?
Yes.
Okay. And as I said, you in your own life, and it says something about you, took care of someone dying of age.
Yes. Yes, I did.
That's in there. Screen doctor. That's in there. Has a daughter by a man who's no longer with her. That's in there.
I should have had a V8.
Yes.
I just should put pictures in it.
That's exactly right.
Photos
little snapshots.
Of me in the hospital with the guy and the law firm.
Now, tell me why. Do you really think that marriage will ruin a marriage? I mean, have you given up on marriage?
Not at all. In fact, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes, please do. Anything.
Will you, I mean, I know you have a girlfriend and everything, but will you have a trial marriage with me, just on the air? Just be married to me on the air, and we can just talk like this.
Okay, good. All right.
Okay?
All right. No, so what would happen? How would we talk?
I can't cook. That's the good part, is you don't eat on talk shows. I would be the great talk show mother.
Are you contemptuous of talk shows?
Not at all. This is my arena, unfortunately.
It certainly is. You are one of the best.
I'm good at this.
You
I'll square off with you. And you're good at it, too.
No.
I've been told to watch out. Not to watch out, but that you have your area of certainty, and we're in it.
Now, area of certainty is what? Oh, the thing that you know what to do.
That's right, and we're
your
in
own turf. And no, you've just said it's yours as well.
Well, so that's why we're doing this together.
And the other thing, people did say to me, when she comes on, you're going to love her. She is just perfect for you. Yeah. I mean, she's the kind of person you'd love to have as a friend. Right? You're a great friend to people.
Yes, I am.
You know?
I'm the best friend you can have. I don't know about the best wife and all the other stuff. Because I'm loyal, because I'm alert, because I'm fierce, because I'm well, I could be accused of being tender, because I will go the distance with you.
Vulnerable.
Unfortunately, yeah. And I am weak, and I am, through that weakness is what you would find my strength. But that's an unfortunate.
And what's the strength?
Well, after I am weak for a period of time, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or puts you on a talk show.
That's right. Generally during the day, though.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I don't know, when is this on?
Well, it's on 11 or 11:30 or 12, depending on the market. It doesn't.
I think it's all intense.
Yeah.
This is really intense. So that's intense. What doesn't kill you is intense. So we're getting stronger right now.
I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand about you. You got so much, and I really do ask this, and it sounds stupid, but go ahead. I'm allowed one stupidity per show.
Question.
Per guest. That's right.
Okay.
Why drugs for you?
Oh God, it's not a stupid question. I had no coping skills. In terms of when I have a pedigree for it.
Yeah.
My father does it, and my mother to a far lesser extent, but my mother enjoys drinking when she's having some problems. So I watched it, and I'm a very good learner. And I teach like a bad parent. I teach what not to do. So I watched what went on. I've done exactly what my mother has done. I mean to the T. My mother became famous. She did her first film at 17, Me Too, became famous at 19, Me Too, married a short Jewish singer, different time, Me Too.
Paul Simon, Eddie Fisher.
Right. My last husband, 4 years younger and from the South. My mother's last husband, 4 years younger from the South. I skipped the second husband.
Okay, keep going, though, but keep going. This is interesting.
So I am genetic, and I had a first child as a girl child. I am from a matriarchy. I have said that my grandmother is a breeder of alcoholics.
Yeah.
It's being very self-critical and not being able to listen to that voice. I have my areas of certainty, and then I have my areas of self-doubt.
Now, are these terms like areas of certainty?
Yes.
Is that something that some psychiatrist gave you, or is that something you made up? Good. Well, it's better that way, you know?
I do. I try to work with language in my own way, and I enjoy it.
Yeah. Why, professionally, what do you want to do?
Part of me, quite seriously, wants to be on a talk show. I mean, I do. I like to be engaged like this. I do like to be engaged like this. I want to do what I'm doing.
I know a lot of Hollywood
people. I do what I want to do.
I can work this out.
Yeah. No, I do what I want to do.
I would assume so.
Yeah, so I do a lot of what I want to do. Unfortunately, some of it is very silly, as is befitting my background. I like to travel. I like to write. I like to punch up scripts. I don't know that I would want to direct. I don't like to get up early in the morning.
You come in 1 hour a day and you do it. You don't prepare. You don't worry about it. Just come in 1 hour a day and do it, and you go do all these other things.
And all the other things, too? That's why I won't do this, is because I can't do the other things.
Yeah, I know. And if you don't really, well...
You have to pay attention to this.
You sure do.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the hardest working people around, and it doesn't appear, is David Letterman.
That's it. That's his whole life.
I don't even know him, but I know from what they say, he cares about deeply, and the show reflects it. That's why it's the best show around.
But he lives his life in that hour, and I can't do that now. I have a child. I am tempted.
Well, wait a minute. You can. I live my life in this hour. And it's
do you have
great
children?
Hour. No. Nor am I married. But
nor is David Letterman.
I have a deep, loving relationship.
But think about that.
What?
It's interesting.
He doesn't have a child, and he's not married. And he has
I think he has a
relationship
now.
Oh, he does, yeah.
But I think it takes a really a long time. Well, I think it takes a lot to do this. I mean, I really respect the people that do because of what it costs you. I mean, Africans believe that one photo would take your soul. So you belong to this in a way. And it's not a bad thing. I am tempted by it. But it takes something. And it takes a very special person to also balance their life with it. And I was always scared that I would end up a freak on a talk show.
I've just gone from certainty to self-doubt.
Oh, I'm so glad to take you there. Fly, Air Fisher.
Air Fisher takes me there. Yes, I'll have a drink of that. Now, you would like to do it, but you won't do it because of all those reasons you just cited.
Yeah, and because I'm much more dysfunctional than you are, and I am.
Yes, that's true.
I have good maps to it. I mean, I'm very.
You understand why you're dysfunctional.
I'm very powerful about my weaknesses.
You understand them. That's what makes you powerful. To recognize is to know is to become strong.
Yes, I can do what I do wrong better than anyone, and I know exactly what I'm doing.
But why do you keep repeating the same silly mistakes?
The same thing. I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Not in men.
So.
Not in.
In men. In men. Yes, I do in men.
Yes,
Look at you. I've just made you uncertain.
Not on your life,
Don't you
kid.
feel
Not on your life.
unappreciated by me yet?
No, no. You know what I feel? I feel like I've got a new friend. I mean, you're somebody I really like.
Well, see, I'm great for the beginning.
Yeah, but then after that,
I'm great. Yeah,
right. Now, what's the problem with love in you?
Because I'm able to be such a good friend, men start to feel cheated that I give myself in other places.
Oh, is
that
that
all these
it?
other
That's
people.
not it. Come on.
That's part of it. And because I work a lot, because there's this thing in me, this.
Yeah.
The guy wants this to be just for them.
You bet. I mean, I would think.
Right?
Yes, I would think so.
Nowhere else. So if I turn around and I talk to you like this on a talk show, that is a betrayal of the intimacy.
Yeah.
I can be intimate. I can be natural in an unnatural situation. That's a betrayal.
Why do you do it then?
Because because I'm a daughter of, but I'm a daughter of celebrities. What else would you have me be?
Sit in a room and write.
I do that too. So I do it both. But I think I have a healthy fear of this.
But you cannot resist all this thing because you are the daughter of celebrity, because you were shaped by all those things. Eddie Fisher and the breakup of your parents' relationship.
And living my life in front of people.
And being taken out of Los Angeles to come to New York without finishing high school, even high school. And you've lived with that most of your life too, right?
And I'm always like, come on, give me another. No, but a lot of things I had I had it so cushy, and I knew people thought, oh, she's such a spoiled, she had such an easy.
Right.
And so I have been knocked around by myself, and a little bit more now by the world, and so. I don't know, I earned being a human. What do we want to be but like each other? I didn't want to be different from other people, and that's what celebrities are. So being a celebrity kid, that's the dichotomy.
It was
you want to fit in, not
with
stick
other
out.
celebrity kids.
No, I wasn't just around celebrity kids.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted to fit in with other normal people who weren't celebrity kids.
My fantasy was to be normal.
Did you ever realize your fantasy?
No, now, this is the first time. This is as normal as it gets.
What is that? You mean?
This is not normal, but this is my normal. So no, I did not realize my fantasy.
Ever?
No. But I can fit in.
Yeah. Do you desperately long for love
I'm not a desperate.
About anything?
No.
Nothing?
No.
You can handle it all, right?
With difficulty or without, yes, I can.
And we had this quote from Belushi saying that, and you objected to that. You don't.
I did not. I don't object to anything.
Nothing.
I just looked at it.
Yeah. No, you weren't thrilled.
No, I don't care. It's the truth.
It is the truth. He did say that.
I like the truth in any form. It only bothers me if I'm asked the truth about other people. I cannot tell their truth. I will tell mine in any form. I want to. I do. That is what I do. It excites me. It excites me about other people. So I don't, yes, John Belushi said to me, you and I are alike, and then he died. And he was right. Because I could have. I still could.
And why? You still could?
Sure. I mean, I live with that. It could happen again anytime. Absolutely.
But you stopped.
I stopped 10 years ago. I've had a slip in my life.
You did.
Absolutely.
Why did you have a slip?
Because I went to the dentist. I was given Percocet.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to read the thing and go one every 4
No, I don't.
hours?
And I don't understand addiction, so therefore, I mean, I just.
Well, I don't think we've got the time for me to explain it to you. I don't think it can be explained.
No.
I think it's. I do believe it's somehow inborn, and that you have to really work hard at it. I mean, I have an obsessive, disorganized nature, but I do get organized results on occasion. But unfortunately, I have to work very hard at keeping this beast tamed.
Tell me what, and this, I really think your insights into yourself are remarkable. What is it, do you think of yourself like Dorothy Park at all? I mean, that's what's said about you, and that she's a heroine of yours. And they also say that she operated out of anger, and you operate out of...
But she was an angry drunk.
Yeah.
I'm a heartbroken junkie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that means that she was an angry person. It's just that's how she... You know when people get drunk and they get angry? When I get loaded, I'm not an angry doper. I just get quieter than this. And that was my goal. My goal was to act like how I perceived other people to be acting.
So you were using drugs to get like...
To modify my behavior.
To bring you down?
Like Coleridge. He put himself
Samuel Taylor Coleridge?
Yes, I'm exactly like him. But he put himself into a doctor's house for 16 years and put himself on codeine, on grains of codeine to modify his behavior.
Come back to this broadcast anytime you want to.
Oh, okay.
Anytime you want to. Delusions of grandma, which I don't understand, is this your grandma,
my mother,
your mother's mother?
No,
it's your mother. It's your mother. It's
Cora's
right.
daughter's mother.
Because some people would speculate that it may be the grandmother you think you're going to become. Delusions of grandma.
I don't.
That's exactly the way I thought when I read it.
Soon.
It's great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Thank you. Carrie Fisher. We'll be right back. Receptors, Richard M. Restack, MD. We'll talk all about what's going on inside your brain and some of the new ideas that are being explored by some of our better scientists. Back in a moment. Stay with us.